This is an intro and some announcements for the Option 2 group, Module 2. So, first of all, I want to say nice work on the module last week. I was really impressed with the responses and the open middle problems, especially. So, great work with that. Um, if you haven't done it yet, don't worry, you can still do it. So, some announcements. I will be grading things Friday, May 8th and May 9th. So, make sure you check JMC and make sure your grade is what you think it should be. So from last week, I'm grading 3 things for you all. That Desmos activity, the open middle problems, that'll be one category, but you need to do both, and then the big ideas assignment. So those 3 things. I have been commenting on the open middle problems, some feedback, maybe some things that you need to fix or tweak. So make sure you go back and check and see if I posted a comment on yours. And if yours is good to go, I give it a like. So go back, make sure yours is good, or you can check JMC. If I don't have a grade in for you yet, that means there's probably something yet you need to fix. But otherwise, go back in JMC, make sure that everything is up to date, because in order to pass this class, you need to have ones in every category. So if you have like old big ideas assignments to work through, I opened all of those up on big ideas, so you can keep working through those. Any old assignments, if you need help with any of them, just ask me. I'm here to help you out. I think that's it for announcements. Keep asking me for help, keep emailing me, come to office hours. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. So with that, I will talk about this module here. So for this module, first up, there's some content videos. I'll just click on, we'll go through it one by one. Okay, so this module is all about trigonometry, so sine, cosine, and tangent. You may have seen them as sin, cos, and tan, but I don't think any of you have ever officially learned this in the Union District. And this shows up on the ACT and AccuPlacer, all those standardized tests, and they're really cool. So make sure that you work through this so that you feel good about this material. So there are 2 different sets of notes, one about the tangent ratio and the sine and cosine ratios, which you learned about through that Desmos activity last week. Kind of touched on it. So here's where we'll really dive into these concepts. So watch all of these videos because this is brand new content for all of you. So yeah, and let me know what questions you have when they come up on this next page. So on this next page are 2 different videos on how to use your calculator to calculate trig values. This has a real calculator, like a physical object that its only purpose is to calculate things. And at the end, it shows a demonstration on an iPhone. And then this is how to use the Google calculator for trig functions. So watch through these with whatever calculator you plan to use. You don't feel like you need to watch all the videos. If you're going to use your phone, just skip to the end of this video. Email me with any questions. This is important. To test your calculator, type cosine, cos of 0, and hit enter, and you should get 1. If you don't, your calculator might be in radians, and if that's the case and you don't know how to get to degrees, email me. I'll help you out. So that's that. That's all it is for this one. All right, we got 2 big ideas assignments this week. One about the tangent ratio, that's 9.4, and 9.5, which is about sine and cosine. These 4 videos for each of them are problems just like what you see on your homework. So if you get stuck on one of the homework, feel free to check out one of these videos or go back to the content videos because like cover examples just like what you see on the homework. But if you just can't find what you're looking for, email me or come to office hours. So next up, is this learning check. It's 10 questions, which seems like a lot, but the first 6 are the very basic. Like, what are the trig ratios, and can you calculate using your calculator? Just kind of a check. And then the last 3. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, the last 4 are using trig values to find missing lengths in a triangle. It's pretty straightforward. But email me if you have any questions at all. This learning check is like the key ideas, so you should be able to do all of these on it. I would like to see all 10 out of 10s. Okay, and the last thing that I'll grade, so I'm grading big ideas, this learning check, and this Flipgrid activity. Okay, while it loads, your task is to go to this Google Slides presentation and choose one problem. There are 4, you can choose any one. And then go to this Flipgrid, which is a video making tool, and explain how to solve the problem that you chose. So I'll go to this Flipgrid. So this is Flipgrid. It's just a place where you make videos. I think I gave you a 2-minute limit on your video, so just short. So pick your problem, solve it. In the slideshow, I have the answers as a comment to each slide, so you'll know if your process is right. But email me if you can't get the right answer and I'll help you out. So in your video here, tell us what problem you chose, which trig ratio you used and why, so like sine, cosine, or tangent. And then tell us how you set up to solve for your unknown variable and then what your solution was. And to do that, you'll click on this plus and then make your video. So, yeah. So that's just one last way to demonstrate your learning through like vocals. And lastly, I won't load this page, but I just have a discussion so that you can kind of have some sort of sense of community in this class, even when we're online. So I've just share some good news. So what's something good going on in your life? Share with your classmates. Read through them if you want. I allowed you to like each other's posts, so give your classmates a like if they post. So that's the last thing to do for this module, and that's it for the week. Yeah, so trig this week. Please email me for any help that you need. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just stop and wait until you can get help from me. My goal isn't to overwork you or overwhelm you. I just want to try to help you learn math and get credit for this course while we're at home. So email me with any questions or concerns that you have, and I hope you have a good week.